Hi guys, and today I want to start a quick review, and this is going to be actually a troubleshooting video. So let's go ahead and just show you. This gun is empty. You can see there's no bullets in it. Okay. The gun is empty. This is a 50 caliber Desert Eagle Mark 19. You can know a Mark 19 by this rail, all the streamlined ergonomics of it, and also it is made in the United States, and it is made in Pillager, Minnesota. I'm going to go ahead and start here the review, and what we are going to do is just go and show you some issues that you can have with your Desert Eagle. 99% of the problems you have with a Desert Eagle can be attributed to the magazine. That's right. Now let's go ahead and show you the magazine. This is the basic Desert Eagle magazine. It's a 7-shot round magazine. These are your feed lips. This is your feed ramp in here. You have a little indent here. This is your slide release tab. This rides against your slide release. Here is a little tab here, and you can see it comes out ever so little. This is your free floating tab, which goes hits the bottom of your magazine well to stop the magazine from going up. You have a slot here. It functions as an indicator, and also this, when you load the rounds, that disappears. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this. Let's go ahead and take the magazine apart and show you some internals. The easiest way to take the magazine out is, you'll see in the back here, you press that down like that. Then you could just take this, hold your finger there, and slide it off. This will pop out. Okay. Press here. I usually just tap it with something. And then all this comes out. Okay. This is basically your empty magazine. Put it back in. Pretty straightforward. And okay. Put it in there. Press it down with your finger. Down here. Like that. Give it a little tap. And it will snap in for you. And bingo, you're pretty much in. And then snap it back in. And if this doesn't come in, snap through there, you could just give it a rap against the floor. Okay, here is your magazine. Now basically, when you load the magazine, let me show you. You will take your rounds like this, and pay attention to this little tab here. Put your magazine, put your rounds in there. Two, okay. We put 2. Do you notice how it disappears? This is hidden here, okay? And I'm going to take the gun apart and show you something here real quick. Alright. Yep, take it apart. Because you'll need to have it apart to see this. Okay, so now we're looking, and you can pretty much see inside the gun here, and you'll see this lip. See that lip there? What happens when this magazine is put into the gun, that lip hits there to stop the gun, okay? And you notice how these feed ramps are up there? Okay, that guides it. Okay, you'll notice this. There's no pressure on this, but you'll notice as you fire it, watch this slide release. You fire it once, right? And watch the slide release. See how the slide release went up? So what happens on the last fire, when this goes back, it goes forward, this will catch it. See how it's spongy? Okay. Because what happened, this little tab here engages that little tab there. I don't know if you can see this when I put this in here. Take a look at this. See how that engages it? Okay, see how it pushes up on it? Okay, so you can really understand that if this tab here is pushed in all the way, when you put this in here, regardless of if you have bullets in here or not, this is going to go up here and it can jam your slide. Because what happens, the slide rides, okay, You have the round like this. The slide rides right there. See how it rides along that? Okay. Slide. So I'm going to put a bullet in here and show you again. Put your bullet in here, right? And then when you have this in here, as that rides forward, see how it does that? I'll show you that again. So this is in there, right? And as this goes forward, the bolt strips that off. And that will come off. And then this will ride back like this. There. If this magazine, if this is not stopping it there. If this is too far up, when the slide comes back, it will hit right here. And this particular one, before I got it plated, I sanded this down. I ground it down a little, tried it out. That can cause a problem right there. That's a lot of the problems that you'll have. You'll actually like to jam. Now I'm going to take off the grip to show you something here. Show you a little. Now there's another problem that can occur with these guns, and like I say, it's all related to magazines. I'm going to show you there. You see these tabs here? Those tabs, okay, when you put your magazine in, ride like that. So that's what the space is for, so they don't get caught. Sometimes if you put aftermarket grips on, these tabs are too far out, they will actually rub against your magazine may not go up. Let me show you again here how this works. You see how that looks? See? Like that. Now, what can also happen is if you put some bullets in here, and this is another problem that I have noticed on Desert Eagles. This tab here, if it is too far out, either it's defective or something, when you put this in here, the actual bullet, see how it clears there? Okay. Sometimes the actual bullet can rub against here. And these bullets, when you put it up, what'll happen is if these bullets are pushing on the side, they will push this up. And that will lock your slide. So when it goes back, it goes forward, it'll lock. So anything that's interfering with that's why you got to make sure when you go look at your magazines, you have to make sure everything is A-okay. This one is very good. This one, definitely there's no problem with it. But like I say, you could do is put some bullets in there, go in, go out, in and out. So it's supposed to be nice and loose. And if you see rub marks on there, there's very little rub mark on there, see? That's not enough. But also, what you would have to do, like along in here, I take a grinder and grind this down, then I put some tape on there. So guys, now here's another part. If you're trying to put your magazine in, you may have on a Desert Eagle, and this is really the only part that doesn't interfere, it's not the magazine. You see this part here? Okay. There's a pin that comes down. You see that pin comes in? See how it goes back? Well, this pin here, if this pin comes out too far, when you try to put your magazine in, it will, see right here? See how this looks? Right? It will hit that, and that will prevent it from going to hit right about there. So you may have to trim it down a little. What I found, I take this housing out, knock a pin here and pin here out, and pull this all the way. And this, I'll get you something to point with. This part here may stick out too much, so I sanded it down. Now, even if I bring it back all the way, see, really far back, you'll see if you look down there, it does not hit. Right? It does not hit, and it will go right in. Okay? So you want to really free flowing. It's going to be a little bit loose, and that's how you want it. You want it to drop. So basically, that's the problems you can have with them. Mainly, it's magazine issues. Like I say, however, a small degree, it could be this part here. And the best way to do that is you pop this pin out, you lift it out, and then you just put that, you'll see how that, see that there? And if you're having problems, cock the hammer back like that. Look in the back there. Let me get you, look there. And while you're sliding this in there, see if it's hitting. Right now you can see it's not hitting. That looks, you can see it goes right by there. It's not hitting. You can see the cartridge, it's not hitting. So if it doesn't hit, and it goes in, you're good to go. But that's what I would do. You want to make sure all that is good. And also in here, for your grips, what I recommend is just getting a Dremel, sand them down, then polish it with some polishing compound. You can use some others so it's smooth. So it's real smooth in there. That's what you want to do. And I always put a piece of tape in there so it doesn't mar up the surfaces here. There's other ways to do it. You can dip it or whatever, but if you put a piece of tape, it won't mar up your, and not that it will, but it won't mar it up. And I cover any metal here, so, you know, it's going to be laying down. I don't want anything worn out here. And then, and I guess, of course, just make sure this gets lubed up, because you don't always get oil in there, because you don't always take that apart. And put the grips back on here. This part here, this screws into. But that is the best way to check it. I mean, that I found. Like I say, they definitely up in here. If this little pin here for the hammer is pushing out, it will prevent your magazine from going in. And you don't want that. I don't know why it does that. But for me, rather than monkeying around with it, the best thing that I could do was just go ahead and sand it down. It's not going to hurt anything at all. So I just sand the damn thing down and get it out of the way so I don't have a problem with the gun. But don't know why it's like that. Probably made a little bit too big. Engineering, you know how people are sometimes, but now it's, you know, you don't even see that if you look down there. See, you can't even, it doesn't stick out. Even if I go all the way, I can go all the way on that, like this, and put this magazine in, and it slides in real easy. Then you drop it, and you'll see in here, there's nothing rubbing, because there's no marks. So you could always take that, and if you want to make sure that these grips, these little parts in the grips don't rub, put a little paint on it or something, or a little marker, or a magic marker like this, and then pull it back and see. And, you know, that would take care of that. That's the easiest way to do it. What I'm going to probably do is end up taking this whole mechanism out here, taking it apart and sending all these parts in to get them plated, because you see there's black in here, there's some black in there. I'm just going to get that whole assembly there possibly plated. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but I'll take it apart. I might just buy new parts and get it done. But once again, like I say, when this goes in, you can see how it feeds up in there. You see where that, and as this rounds gets shot, then this will push up and lock. But these, the slide has to ride against this rail, and if this is up too high, it's going to hit it. So I'm just going to put this back together. Hopefully this was educational. I'm trying to educate people. It's not really the gun as much as the magazines. However, you may have that one problem that I had, so you might have it. This here also, when you're putting it back on, has to be lying flat like that. Put the barrel on, forward, snap it, and she's good. So there is also adjustment of the there's also an adjustment in here, right in there. See that? In there, there's a hole. Just see here. There's a little Allen wrench in there. That's an adjustment there where you can adjust the hammer, how hard you want it to hit. I just leave it the way it is. Fine for me. But I wanted to show you this, and if you're having problems with your Desert Eagle, that if you address those, I think you'd resolve most of the problems you're having. Thanks for tuning into the video. Have a good day.